To trade derivatives on Bybit, the first thing you would have to do would be to create an account on Bybit. Once you've done that, log into your Bybit mobile app and you're going to see the interface like this. Down the page, you're going to see where it says derivatives. Click on that. That's going to bring you here. There are a lot of stuff to understand what they mean here. The first thing I want you to see very quickly is that it says charts here, and then it says trade. If I click on charts, it's going to display the chart of the contract you want to trade. Okay, if you click on trade, the interface is going to change a little bit. Okay, so let's go back to charts. Over here we can see these candlesticks here. Before you trade on the Bybit app, you have to get your information from the chart. You need to do technical analysis, and not just technical analysis, a proper technical analysis to understand what is really going on, because what you're going to be doing here is to either do long or short. You can see that down here there are two buttons. One says long and the other says short. Long means to buy, short means to sell. Okay, but you can just come over here and start longing or shorting, that is buying and selling, until you understand what is going on here. This is the BTC USDT pair. Okay, this is what we're going to be trading here. This right here is what we call time frame. You can see time 15, 1 hour, 4 hours, 1 day. Now it is on the 15 minutes time frame. So this means that each candle here represents what has been happening in the past 15 minutes. If you see a red candle, it means that sellers have been selling. Okay, and if you see another red candle, it means they are also selling. But when you see a green candle, it means buyers are going into the market. Okay, so that's pretty much what this thing means. There are a lot to this. Okay, for you to get a signal that you're going to trade here, you need to do proper technical analysis. How do you do a proper technical analysis? Well, the answer is very simple. You need to make out time to learn all the strategies out there and then find out the strategy that works for you. Okay, this is not what you can learn in just a video. What I'm going to be doing here is to show you how to use this app to trade signals. Maybe in subsequent videos I'll be showing you how to do this technical analysis to learn how you can trade crypto on any trading platform. Here we can see, like I said before, this is where you can select what you want to trade. You can see this right here says BTC USDT. If you don't want to trade this, you can simply click on that, and that's going to display all of this right here. You would have to select the one you want to trade. Okay, so for this video I'm going to be trading BTC USDT. And this right here is what we call the order book. The red section represents the sell orders by sellers, and the green section represents the buy orders by buyers. The price in the middle represents the price of the asset in question, in this case Bitcoin. Now the next thing is to look at this place where it says UXDT. This is where you fund your account from. If I click on that plus button there, that's going to display this. Okay, so what you're going to do is to click on the transfer button, and that's going to show you this unified trading account, funding account. Okay, so what you're going to be doing is to make sure you're sending your asset, which is most likely going to be in your funding account, to your unified trading account. So I'm going to click on that little button there to flip the positions, and now I will be sending crypto from here to here. That's what you're going to do. Once you have them like this, funding up here and unified trading account down here, the next will be to select the coin, in this case USDT. If you're going to be sending max of what you have in your funding account, you click on the max button and then click on the confirm button down this page, and you'll be able to send your crypto, and the money you sent would reflect here. The next thing to understand here is leverage. Okay, I'm gonna click on that. Over here we can see adjust leverage, so you can adjust this to any value you want. If I want to adjust it to 48, I can just drag it. If I want to take it to 100, I can take it to that, and then I can also reduce it to any value. Okay, so let's leave it at 10%. What is leverage? Leverage helps you increase your buying capacity. Okay, if you make a 5% profit, that means the profit is going to be calculated on the $10,000. Okay, so 5% of $10,000 will be $500. That means you'll be making $500. Okay, but what if the market goes against you and then you make a 5% loss. 5% loss would also mean $500. And back here we can see other stuffs. Okay, before you go into any trade, you need to look at this also. This is a very important thing to pay attention to. So clicking on that shows us that we have isolated margin, and if I slide, you can see we've got cross margin, and there is also another one, the portfolio margin. Okay, so as a beginner trader, all you need to know is that this right here is what you should trade with: isolated margin. And what does this mean? This means that if you fund $1,000 in here and you go into a trade with, say, 500 out of the $1,000, okay, you go into a trade here with $500. If you lose that $500, the money you have here is still gonna be safe for you. That's what isolated margin means. But when you use the other one, which is cross margin, this one right here, if you use this one, if you click on the confirm button, that means that if you take $500 out of the $1,000 here, if you use $500 to go into this trade, when the trade goes against you, because you are on cross margin, okay, because you're on cross margin, part of the money here will be used to support the trade. So the money from your balance is going to be used to hold your position until you lose all the money here, or simply the trade reverses and you start making profit. Okay, so if you're not an experienced or an advanced trader, do not use this cross mode. Okay, always use isolated. And the next thing will be to look at this right here, this section where it says market. Before you trade, make sure you click on that button and be sure you've selected market. And what does market mean? So if I click on that market again, what it means is that if I put in a value, let's say I want to buy $1,000 worth of Bitcoin, the moment I click buy or sell, I'll be buying at the market price, the prevailing price. That's what that right there means. Okay, so and if I decide to change it, so let's say I change it to limit. Limit means that you want to buy Bitcoin at a specific price. So Bitcoin is trading at 57,755. So let's say you know from technical analysis that Bitcoin is going to drop to $56,000. So you want to buy Bitcoin at that price. Maybe your prediction is that when it drops to $56,000, then it's going to reverse and start going up. So you don't want to buy high. So you're assuming that this price is high. So what you're going to do is to put the $56,000 here. So if I click on the buy button, my order will be queued here, down here. Okay, so when Bitcoin comes down to 56,000, I will enter the trade. So another thing we're going to pay attention to is the order value. If I click that, you can see it says USDT. Okay, so clicking on that shows me BTC and USDT. Okay, I like using USDT because it helps me understand the price I am using to trade. Okay, because USDT here is synonymous to the US dollar. So before I go any further, I would like to use the Bybit demo trading platform to explain the other things you need to learn here before you go into derivative trading. On the Bybit homepage, you're going to look for demo trading, and that's going to be somewhere down here. The Bybit demo trading platform gives you money, so your account gets funded. Okay, this money has no value anyways. Okay, you can use it to practice. So this is what we can do now. So let's take a live trade. I have isolated mode selected. I have my 10x leverage selected. Here is my balance, about 48,000 US dollars. I don't need limit buy. I want to buy using the market. Okay, so I'm going to select that. Then I'm going to go to market. So market is selected. I want to buy Bitcoin. Okay, so I'm going to type in the amount I want to buy. Okay, I want to change this to BTC. Okay, so let's click that. Bitcoin selected. I want to click on that. So this is what is going to happen. I'm going to put in the quantity of Bitcoin I want to buy. I want to buy just one Bitcoin. Now I want you to see what's going on down here. This tells me the value of my trade. Okay, I'm going to be buying Bitcoin at this price, 57,770, and it says cost. Okay, so this right here will be my margin, the money I'll be going into this trade with. Okay, this means that the cost of this trade will be 5,834 US dollars. That's how much I'll be going into the trade with. Okay, so the only thing you have to do next is to put your take profit levels or stop loss levels and then click buy or sell. So what I'm going to be doing now is to either buy or sell. Remember, I told you before, you don't buy or sell until you've done a proper technical analysis, until you've looked at the chart and figure out what is really happening. But I don't have time to do that in this video, so I'm going to just buy. And you can see my entry price, market price, and other details. You can just click on it to get more information. And then you can see position size 1. I entered when the price was this. The market price was this, but this was when it was executed. Okay, because the price of Bitcoin is volatile, you wouldn't expect it to buy exactly at the market price. Okay, it actually got in when the price fluctuated to this value. Okay, the estimated liquidation price, that's the price. If Bitcoin gets to, I'll be out of this market. This market will be closed, and the value of my trade is this. There are a lot of other details. This was my margin. Margin simply means the money from your balance that went into the trade. So what I've not done now is to key in my take profit and stop loss levels. So I can just simply click on that. That will bring me to this. Okay, so how do you take profit? There are about 3 ways you can take profit here. You can take profit by trigger ROI percentage, by trigger change percentage, by trigger profit and loss percentage. So you can simply read all of this to understand what they mean. Pretty simple. Okay, but I like using this one. So clicking on that, you click on the confirm button. So I'm gonna put in a 10%. Okay, so let's say 20%. So if I key in 20% there, so what that means is that when I make a 20% gain, the trade will be stopped. And you have to look here to see what that really means. Okay, so what it means is that when the price of Bitcoin reaches 58,862, this trade will be closed. Okay, and I'll be making about 1,154 USDT in profit. That's the meaning of this 20%. And you also have to key in your stop loss. So if I'm using a 20% profit target, I should have maybe a 5% loss target. So this 5% means this. You have to always look at this so you know how much you're going to be losing. Okay, if you're not comfortable with it, you can adjust it. You can see I'm going to be losing $288 if this trade goes against me. Okay, so you can see the trade is going on. I am down 0.66%. Okay, if you want to close the trade, you can simply click on the trade and close the trade right here. So let's do the opposite of what we've just done. Okay, we have isolated mode on, we have a 10x leverage, we've got some money in here, we have this on the market, and this right here will be the cost. Okay, so I'm going to be clicking on sell. Okay, sell means you want to short. You are expecting the price of Bitcoin to fall. I want you to know that whether you're selling or buying, you can make profit. All you need to do is to predict correctly. If you predict correctly that Bitcoin is going to fall in price, you're going to make profit. Okay, that's the beauty of this kind of trading. So let's click on sell. Okay, I have entered the trade. You can see the details are already here. Clicking on that provides me more insight. The position, I bought 1 Bitcoin. This is my entry price. This is the market price. This is my estimated liquidation price. If the price of Bitcoin moves as high as 63,000 US dollar, I'm gonna lose my position. That means this trade is gonna close in a loss for me. Okay, and of course you can see other details. If I want to put in my take profit target, I'm gonna click on that just like before. If I key in a 20% profit, okay, that means I'm gonna be making just about this much when Bitcoin reaches this price right here. That means when Bitcoin drops as low as 56. Okay, now of course if I key in 5%, just like before, I am going to be losing this much. That means if Bitcoin rises to 57,000 US dollars, I'm gonna be losing this. Okay, all you need to do is to click on the confirm button if you want that in place, and that's it. If we come back, you can see now that I am up 0.36% simply by clicking on sell short. Okay, so let's say I want to close this position. All I need to do is to click on this trade. That's going to bring me here. Click on close buy. So all you need to do is to read the details here, and if you are comfortable with it, just click on confirm, and boom, the trade will be successfully closed. So this brings it to the end of this video. In subsequent videos, I'm going to show you other types of trading that you can leverage on to make money on this exchange. Okay, and I'm also going to be doing that with a live funded account. If you want me to do that, if you're interested, make sure you're subscribed. If you don't have an account on Bybit, use the link in the description. This is it for this video. This is Big Biz, and it's your guy Ken signing off for now.